Here we got Houdini, the rise and tragic falling of a young legend, a real Toronto story series. All right, look like they starting a series. Well, I'm on it, bro. Shit just came out yesterday. Only got 1,000 views, so we love Hip Hop Network, bro. Shout out to Houdini, bro. Houdini, rest in peace, bro. His shit is so fire, bro. That last song he made, I mean, the song that just dropped with him and Tory Lanez, banger, banger. Go check that shit out. I probably dropped it like last week, right when it came out, bro. Like a day after it came out, I dropped it. Y'all might have to scroll down a little bit because I post so much, but go watch that shit. Tune in, bro. That
This is the
banger.
story about a Toronto legend that never got to make it to his full potential. This is in no way to glorify gun or gang violence or create any controversy between
Houdini,
any
man.
parties involved. This is simply a history lesson as well as an examination in our Toronto music scene and some of
I'm
the
still trying to understand more about the Toronto rap scene as far as the rappers that died, the rappers, where certain rappers are from, so I don't get it misconstrued or some shit. Y'all just gotta be patient, bro. Like,
legends who made it great. Condolences to the family, friends of Houdini, and remember, life is precious. Now, today we're going to be talking about Houdini in the Real Toronto Story series. Now, thank you for tuning in to all the videos from before, including the Mayhem Moriarty video and the Toronto Drill history. But make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to share this video across all social media platforms, and make sure to subscribe
let me know how
to
the
this
audio
channel
is.
if
I'm
you like
working
this
on my,
video, okay?
the
And let's
audio and
make
shit.
this video legendary for a legend like Houdini. Demario Antonio Jenkins was born July 23rd, 1998 in the Jane and Finch area of
23,
Driftwood. His
24?
grandmother had a townhouse in the area for about 20 years, and Houdini was living there with his mother, father, sisters, and brother. He grew up listening to what was playing around the house, like Aaliyah, Sade, and reggae classics from Sanchez and more, which helped him to develop his ear for melody. When his grandmother passed away, they gave up the house, his parents split, and Houdini and his mother moved to Brampton. As he began to explore Brampton, as well as tapping back in with his friends in Driftwood, he started to delve deeper into street life. Also in the move to Brampton is when he met local
So
rappers.
he moved to Brampton from Driftwood. He's from Driftwood, North Side Toronto. That's where he's from. But he moved to Brampton.
Also in the move to Brampton is when he met local rapper Northside Benji in
Benji,
school.
shouts,
With
bro.
both of them having the same age, only months apart, and having similar stories, they created a close bond. From being around childhood friends like Robin Banks,
I
Preston,
still gotta react to Long Live Twin by Northside Benji. That video is coming out soon. So stay tuned, y'all.
and others who were already rapping, Houdini was inspired to get into it himself. In 2016, he dropped Came to Conquer on SoundCloud featuring Northside Benji to great reception. Currently, the song is sitting at 1.3 million streams on SoundCloud. Around that time, he also uploaded Chicken Coop with Pressa and YG. Shortly after, he uploaded the A Boogie song Ransom as a remix. This is all great motivation to add fuel to the fire. 3 months later, September 29, 2017, Houdini appeared on 456, also with Talib
456?
Kweli and Burner Bands,
I reacted
on the
to
Robin
that shit
Banks
too.
Up Top Movement's YouTube channel.
Go check
With
it
all
out.
those streams and views, Houdini seemed to have the magic touch. In 2018, the feature started stacking up even more. In the beginning of May 2018, he teamed up with Burner Bands on the Smash Late Nights, which is his highest viewed video to date
Reacted to that
with
too.
over 11 million views. June 28, 2018, he featured on Robin Banks' One of Mines with Burner Bands and
Reacted to that
Talib
too.
Twins. Robin Banks is one of the first artists from Houdini's home neighborhood
y'all.
of Driftwood to really break ground and get the whole city behind him until
So Robin Banks was from Driftwood too, and he's like the first one that actually popped off in the rap scene at that time from that area.
artists from Houdini's home neighborhood of Driftwood to really break ground and get the whole city behind him until he was shot in a Toronto nightclub and paralyzed
That shot
in
like
April
9
of
times,
2017. With this extremely tragic event, along with other not so publicized losses, compounded with the risk of street life, it was evident that Houdini was living a real life outside of the booth. Any smart Canadian artist knows that the American market is extremely important, and Houdini was luckily able to enter the United States. September 23rd, 2018, the song
what
No
did you
Hook
just
was
say?
market is extremely important, and Houdini was luckily able to enter the United States. September 23rd,
Oh yeah, somebody said that he moved to the U.S., but they made him come back because of COVID, and then he got killed like sometime after.
2018, the song No Hook was uploaded to the Up Top Movement's YouTube channel, where Houdini could be seen with the LA palm trees in his backdrop, and it wasn't a green screen. By November of 2018, he returned to Toronto and was enlisted by the local blog page / record company 6Buzz TV to join Pressa on Up and Down, released through the new deal 6Buzz brokered with Warner Music Canada. Pressa had recently signed with Sony Music at the time and was enjoying early success and trying to break out into the American market. February 14, 2019, Houdini uploaded the song Myself, which he actually did by himself again, and continued his Canadian and US takeover. By April, he dropped the Backseat video featuring Driftwood rapper Jay Nee, and in May, he dropped In My Zone, both on the World Star Hip Hop YouTube channel, RIP to Q. In February of 2009,
I told y'all, bro, we on the Houdini Toronto Marathon, bro. Tap in, yo.
He dropped his debut project, Who I Am, which received over 2 million streams on Spotify right away. During the promotion of the album, he even made physical posters, further exemplifying his focus and ambition to make it big. I was even given one of those posters in one of his only on-air interviews as a guest of YG on the We Love Hip Hop podcast. There is one more interview available where you can get a bit more insight on Houdini with hot new freestyles, as well as the 2020 Written Complex interview, but that's it. After his first 2 interviews, he made his way back to LA to link up with friend and collaborator Pressa. In Houdini's LA arrival, he turned up the volume even more, dropping banger after banger. On April 18, 2019, popular hip-hop banjo player Ener Banks uploaded the acoustic version of Houdini's Myself, where people saw the viral video of Houdini and E. Banks walking down the LA streets performing the classic. Meanwhile, the streets of Toronto were heating up, and Houdini was losing friends to death and incarceration at a rapid rate. Shootings were at an all-time high, including the September 14th shooting in the Malton/Mississauga neighborhood, where over 100 shots rang off. That day,
shit is really shiesty in Toronto, bro. I never understood how crazy it was in Toronto until I started reacting to their music and shit.
a passerby by the name of Jonathan Davis was killed, and there was over 141 shell casings found at the scene.
141 shell casings. 141. Bro. And there's probably more that them niggas ain't even find, bro. 141 shots rain off and probably more. That's a lot of fucking shots.
And Houdini was losing friends to death and incarceration at a rapid rate. Shootings were at an all-time high, including the September 14th shooting in the Malton/Mississauga neighborhood, where over 100 shots rang off. That day, a passerby by the name of Jonathan Davis was killed, and there was over 141 shell casings found at the scene. In September 20th, 2019, Houdini made a rare outside the camp video appearance in the Malton rapper Risk Taker's video on the song Freestyle. It was rumored that the song was in response to the recent shooting and was taken down and re-uploaded to YouTube shortly after. However, this was all through social media talk, and none of that has ever been confirmed. The street wolves of Toronto did not slow Houdini down, and he dropped his second full-length project, Who Would Have Thought? At this point, he was on the radar of mainstream rappers like Drake, Tory Lanez, and Nav, and even becoming a favorite amongst Canadian fans.
That nigga Tory Lanez had a perm back in the day? Yo. What the fuck? Is that a wig? I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That nigga had hair like that? I don't know, bro.
Mainstream rappers like Drake, Tory Lanez, and Nav, and even becoming a favorite amongst Canadian fans and a growing amount of American fans. Everything seemed to be going well despite the tragedies that he was experiencing with friends and family. 2020 looked prosperous for Houdini and everyone else until the news of a virus started spreading. Like the news, the virus began spreading
worldwide. They sent that nigga back to Canada, bro. That's fucked up. And then he got killed shortly after. That's crazy.
Causing lockdowns globally and the return home of millions of travelers. By February 2020, Houdini was back on Canadian soil and not able to travel back to the US to continue his American takeover. The world began to shut down and people started getting comfortable with wearing medical masks and face coverings. Not one to sit down, Houdini made his way over to the more open British Columbia, which didn't have the same lockdown rules as Toronto and wasn't as dangerous. In March of 2020, he did have a chance to do an interview with Complex Canada via phone to give the people an update on his progress. In the interview, he was confident and optimistic about his future, preaching independence and how he turned down numerous record deal offers in LA. In that same interview, he was at an outdoor restaurant in BC while on the phone with a journalist as he shared his beliefs on the universe, his upbringing, and his preparation for his next release EP, Underground. He even shared his views on the pandemic that we're still living in today, saying, "Man, one thing about me, I'm not with the hype," the 21-year-old explained. "I'm not going to be doing something just because everyone else is doing it. That's why I'm different from everyone else. I'm my own man." So people are saying, don't go outside because you can get corona. I'm going to take my chances. All my life, I've been risking. In May 2020, he was back in his sixth. And on May 26th, Houdini and a younger teenage man paid a visit to a condominium in downtown Toronto on Blue Jays Way, right near the Air Canada Centre and the Rogers Centre, where Toronto sports teams play and huge concerts. As Houdini and the young man exited the condo around 4 p.m. that afternoon, they were gunned down in the busy entertainment district in a drive-by shooting in front of the Bisha Hotel. He was hit, as well as his young friend and a bystanding woman. Unfortunately, the 27-year-old woman and the 21-year-old Houdini did not make it and succumbed to their injuries. In the horrible news of Houdini's death, social media exploded and thousands of messages of RIP.
This is the thing, bro. If you're gonna beef with somebody, keep it between you and that person. Innocent people should not get involved in whatever beef y'all got going on. Women and kids, bro, priority. Keep them safe, bro. As for everybody else, if you're innocent, bro, you should always. I just think it's really fucked up how innocent people get hurt in beefs like that. Like, bro, especially women and kids, bro. I feel strongly about that shit.
Keys and condolences began pouring in, including messages from Killy, Drake, Meek Mill, and former collaborators and friends like Northside Benji, Pressa, and way more. Even in his passing, drama ensued to the point that Houdini's candlelight visuals seemed violence when the gathering was shot from the 401 highway, disturbing the somber event. Also in Houdini's passing, the Toronto scene has become even hotter with the inception of drill music and the rise of social media self-snitching. Houdini obviously left a hole in the scene, and he is still the highest streamed artist in the underground Toronto rap scene. His Spotify monthly listens currently sit at over 508,000 and multiple music video views hitting over 10 million. Not to mention gold plaques for songs like Late Night featuring Burner Bands, as well as Auntie, which I forgot to mention earlier, featuring YG. Houdini was definitely on a worldwide trajectory to be one of the top artists coming out of Toronto. The Underground EP was released posthumously, and even in 2022, he is still releasing bangers, including Repeat with Northside Benji, The Solo Part of Me, and the Tory Lanez assisted Here It Goes.
That shit, Here It Goes, that shit is banging. Go check it out. I reacted to that shit.
Family and team have in the vault, but the fans are definitely ready for more, and he is definitely missed by them and myself. Long live Who. Now, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Make sure to share this.
All right, there we go. Houdini, the rise and tragic fall of a young legend. I pretty much said everything I had to say during the video, bro. Without further ado, I'll catch y'all in the next video.